Aaron, come with me. I got something to show you. Hurry. Come here. Remember I bought a truck last week. I want to show you what I found in it. This was in a sealed envelope inside the glove box. Read this. Founding partner of the Toronto Raptors. What could this be all about? We open this up and look at this. 2019 Toronto Raptors champions. Official 2019 NBA championship parade vehicle. This truck was used in the parade when the Raptors won last June. Look at more. Over here, nicely done. Inside here, an official certificate of authenticity. Parade date was June 17th of 2019 when the Raptors won. And inside here is a dash plaque. This is number 2 of 18 of these vehicles supplied by Ford, and there's the serial number for the truck that was in that parade. This is a piece of history. Now, let me take you outside and show you the truck. And this is that truck, a 2019 F-250 Super Duty King Ranch. All hail the King. Have a look at this beauty. Only 5,800 kilometers on it. This is the truck that was the official truck that was used in the parade. I got a little quiz for you today too. We're going to count the cameras. This truck's got a lot of cameras. She's finished in befitting blue jeans metallic for a King Ranch, which is perfect with a stone gray accenting. She's got the full chrome package on it. Chrome bumpers, chrome mirror caps, chrome wheels come along the side here. Have a look at these wheels. Big chrome 20s, yo. Okay, we're gonna come around the back here. Got the blind spot monitors in this. That can actually be extended all the way out to include the trailer as well. Let's see what we have. We're gonna start from the back and work our way all the way up to the front. Over here, Class 5 trailer hitch, of course, 7-pin and 4-pin connectors. This vehicle is rated to tow 12,500 pounds. That's over 6 1/4 tons. It's powered by our famous 6.2 liter V8 engine. It develops 385 horsepower and 430 pounds of torque at only 3,800 RPM. So definitely get that trailer up and going in no time. Let's have a look inside the back here, because whoever spec'd this truck out was really thinking about the outdoors person. Another camera here. Down she comes. Now, of course, we've got the tailgate step. We've seen that before. I've climbed up and down this 100 times. There it is with the bar, the step, up and in. Have a look at the bottom of this tail, or the top of this tailgate, because it's a little unique and there's a reason for it. So inside here, you see this big heavy plate here. It's got like a ring over it. Inside the bed, over top of the factory spray and liner, we've got these ramps. Look at that. You got a quad, a snowmobile, you want to move a snow blower up into there, motorcycles, whatever, up and in they go, right up through the ramp. That's what this special rail is for here. That's where the ramps clip in and come way down over here. And they're secured in there. You can either leave them in there because they are secure, they have their own brackets, or you can leave them at home in the garage. To make full use of the entire length of this 6 3/4 foot box, which also gives us some more room with this tailgate, so we've got well over 8 feet here, we've got these. And what is this? This is a cargo extender. Out she comes to here. Just fold that back in, out of the way she goes. Done. Put this tailgate back up. By the way, these are power tailgate. Look at that. Can be operated from the remote control as well. Fantastic. Let's move around. Sliding rear window. Another camera. Way up there. Come back around the side here. Let's have a look in the back seat and see what's going on here. Oh, look at this. Down, up, down. I could watch this all day. Now, These can be overridden. There's controls on the dash. You can have them stay down, you can have them stay up, or in this case, I've got them in the automatic position. That's where most folks are going to probably leave that. Nice wide step too. Let's have a look inside of here with our Java leather seats. These seats are available only in the King Ranch. They've got the King Ranch logos on them. They're real leather. On the back of that console, dual USB ports, 110 volt power point. Over here, another 12 volt power point. Ventilation for our rear passengers. Heated seats, 2 levels of heat for the rear passengers. And that's just the stuff in the back. Got these big map pockets back here too, which are great. Lots of storage. More cup holders for our rear passengers as well. Full panoramic roof, front and back. The front half does slide. Inside here, we've got a special little compartment. Look at that. So that locks into position. You can keep fishing rods in here, tools in here, shotgun, if you so desire. I don't know how many 6-packs will fit in there, quite a few I'm sure. Seats go back down over top of it, and you got a hidden storage area here. It's fantastic. All out of the way, can be locked into place and locked up. You drop these seats back down. 1, 2, more cameras. And there's one on the other mirror too. Have you been keeping count? Okay, let's get in and check it out. Start her right up here. All right, from left to right. Power pedals, of course. Got a tailgate remote control for here as well. Automatic headlamps, of course. Fog lamps, of course. I want you to scan on those mirrors. They fold in. Great for clearance in a tight spot if you need it. They fold out. Now, let's hook up that trailer and watch what happens. They extend quite a bit. Pull them back in. Now, if you look up in the top right-hand corner there, around the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock area, Aaron, you'll see the dots in those mirrors, and that's where the blind spot monitors will come in. They will light up if somebody's in the blind spot of the truck. And in which case, with no trailer on, when a trailer is on, it can be set up so that it will encompass the trailer as well. Fantastic and very safe. Of course, we have power, tilt, and telescopic steering. King Ranch stuff, all the best. We've got a locking rear end. This, by the way, is a 373 locking rear end. That locks it, that unlocks it. 2-wheel high, 4-wheel low. Trailer brake controller, you wouldn't expect anything less. Trailer brake controller is there. Trailer disconnected, tells us right there. Let's have a look down here at our seats, and there's more to these seats than just hot and cold. So the usual heat, boom, 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 air conditioned, boom, boom, boom. Look at this. Multi-contour driver and passenger massaging seats, both sides. This thing has been set up to take a long, long trip, and if should you need to do so, you're going to find yourself real comfortable with all these adjustments between the power pedals, the 10-way power driver seat, the power steering wheel, and all the seat adjustment. There's lumbar adjustment, there's upper back adjustment, and of course, we've got a massaging area. Now, let's have a look. Lane keeping system. So this thing, if you start to drift, she'll come back. It'll give you a vibration in the steering wheel and actually bring the truck back into line. We've got adaptive cruise control as well. You set that up, X amount of car lengths in front of the truck. The fellow in front of you slows down, the truck slows down. I want to show you these cameras because this is important. We saw how many cameras, the one in the front, the 2 in the mirrors. We got 2 up in the back. There's actually another camera here. How many is that total? 7, including yours. 6 cameras on this truck. Heated steering wheel, of course, boom, on, off. Let's look at the cameras. We've got a front camera right there. So there's our front camera. We've got our 360-degree view, or our bird's eye view on top, so we see everything that's going around us. This is a front camera. If you look out there, that's the front. So that's the side of the building right here at Ridge Hill Ford. And this is just in the front still. Now, that's the bed of the truck. So we're having a look. That's from the high mount camera, and that's the bed of the truck. So if you were to put a 5th wheel or a pin in there and you wanted to use a connector that way, or if you're loading something in there with those ramps, if you got a buddy that's pushing up a snowmobile or something, or a motorcycle, you can see what's going on and warn him when he's getting to the point, because he's looking up at the sky. Let's hit it again. So that's in front of us. As you can see, there's the Flex that's over the right over here, or the left over here. There's a Dodge truck that was traded in sitting over there. So there's a panoramic view of the front. So in those tight spots, tight parking lot, whatever, boom, you're set. You can see what's going on here. Let's go over here, see what we got. There's just a big plain view, and we're back to our 360. Let's have a look at the backup camera. So now we're in reverse. You can see our lines, of course, our pan down. Now that's our bumper. There's our bumper hitch. Let's have a look at what else we have. There is in the bed again. Now this is an interesting view over here. I'm seeing the center of the truck. And look at this. So that's the outside doors of the truck. Those are the two camera mirrors that are in the doors. So that's the right door, that's the left door. I'm looking behind me. There's a Mustang over here. There's a big Ford truck over here. And we can see everything to the sides. What's on that side? What's on that side? If you're backing up a boat in or out, can you imagine how helpful that would be? Or even a large trailer in a small lot. Look at this. No excuses, folks. If you can't back up with this thing, you just better not back up. So we're all set there. I'm going to put that back into position. Over in here, what else have we got? A couple of USB ports, big storage area in here as well. Just a giant bucket in here as always. By the way, there's a reason for this. There's a reason for these grooves here, and there's a reason for the exact size that this is. This is the correct size for hanging files. Put that little sliding tray back in. Cup holders, of course. Going to slide this back down. The beautiful wood finish. Look at the fit and finish inside this thing. So that's the wood. This is the King Ranch. So this is our real sports truck. What do we got up here? Besides the full panoramic roof, by the way, this shade does close. I think I've showed you that in another video. I'm not going to bore you with it again today. Auxiliary switches. So we've got a whole setup here of 6 different switches. These can be hooked up to extra lights if you had something. Guys like to put big spotlights on the roof for backing up. You can hook it up to a big light bar in the front, or any other electrical thing that you wanted to do. If you decided you're going to put a plow on this thing and drag a salter behind you, this will set. These switches can be all hooked up to these things. So it's right there, nice and neat. We don't have to drill holes in the dash. What are these? Everybody asks, what are these? We've got a perimeter alarm and we've got a full alarm. These are motion sensors. So you can walk away from your truck with the key in your pocket and your windows are down. If somebody reaches in, the motion sensors will grab it and the alarms go off. That's what these are for. People ask me all the time, what are these for? Because they're not microphones, they're not lights, they're not anything, they're motion sensors. So this thing will keep you safe. Up here, program your garage door opener. Right up here. All included with this truck. This vehicle is feature packed and value priced at only $72,900 Canadian dollars. You too can own a piece of history. After all, this truck was in the parade. In all my 47 years of doing this is the nicest truck ever. Long live the King.